Hello everyone, today we are visiting Morgan Hill State Forest. It's a gorgeous morning out, a little chilly. There's some snow on the ground here, not much. So the goal today is to hike from Fellows Hill Loop down the Onondaga Trail, which is blaze blue, and to reach the Hemlock Lean-To. It's probably going to be about 7-8 miles. And I'm going with a friend of mine. So we're going one way, which means we don't have to backtrack, which is awesome because all my hikes I have to backtrack. So I'm parking my car here. This is the endpoint here, and I'm waiting for my buddy, and he's gonna pull his car up here, and we're gonna do the hike. So it's a clear day out, so I'm expecting to see some good things here. This is a very popular backwoods hike for people in the central New York, Syracuse area. It's about a half hour outside of the metro area. This is located in Fabius, New York. So there's a lot to see here. So we're gonna check that out today. Okay, so behind me is the start of the Fellows Hill Trail. It's blaze orange. There's a lot of elevation change on this hike. So we're gonna start by going straight uphill, right there. And there's a lot to see, like I said. So the first part of this loop will take probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. The stands of trees in here are absolutely gorgeous. Already we're starting to run out of breath.
I think I'm gonna get back a little bit and get a shot of you walking through.
For those who might be interested, this is one of the highest spots in Onondaga County, and here's the survey marker. Where are we at? Doesn't say, but definitely high elevation, as you can see by the snow and the tree cover. And looking to the east, a little hard to see now, but there's the next ridge. We'll be able to get a better look at that in a couple of minutes. This is where the Fellows Hill Trail banks to the south, and looking east here, now I can get a better view of the ridges looking east. Can't see any of this in the summer, so it's a great time to take advantage of the views. Whew, it's already warming up. If I hadn't mentioned it earlier, this is the Onondaga Trail, which is a branch of the Finger Lakes Trail. And this section, in my opinion, is pretty stunning. We got some great evergreens here against this perfect crystal clear blue sky. And we are continuing to head south. We're kind of banking southwest now, and this is eventually going to take us to Spruce Pond.
The clouds are coming!
Okay, behind me is Spruce Pond. It's a small pond, but nonetheless beautiful. This part of the trail wraps around, and the Orange Blaze Fellows Hill Trail will be a balloon-shaped loop. But today, to get to our next highlight, which is the Jones Hill Overlook, we're going to take the Blue Blaze Trail uphill. So there it is, Spruce Pond. Tiny but lovely. Going uphill. This is one of the steepest hills on this hike. Right here. So reaching the top, get a little bit of a view to the next ridge. That's actually where we came from. And there's Spruce Pond way down there. Hard to see through trees. Let's continue. Heading west on the Blue Blaze Onondaga Trail. See, I guess it's mostly deciduous here. Interesting fact, this region doesn't technically have mountains. Central New York, it has forested plateaus, which means that you go up a steep hillside, but you get a break, you get a flatter break, like right here, where you can catch your breath. In other mountainous regions, that's not so much the case. So these areas are good training, body training for more rigorous trails, but keep in mind that this is nothing compared to some of the mountains you would get in other areas. Yeah, here's another one of those Wegmans passport things. Did I just accidentally advertise for Wegmans on here? Uh-oh. So this section of the trail is always tends to be muddy, so there's new bridges here. I appreciate whoever put them here because they're very helpful. Kind of attractive too. Look at that. One of the first signs of spring here, other than the snow melting, we've got ramps, and these are edible. I love the anticipation of coming up on a great view, and we are getting there. Look at how those trees just plummet down there. This is an interesting spot. The trail is following the very edge of the ridge here, just past that incredible view we just saw. Wow. All right, heading downhill. Still on the Onondaga Trail, it's widened here. We got this ridge to the west. This is taking us to Tinker Falls. In under a mile, we'll be at Tinker Falls, which I'm hoping is going to be gushing with water because of all the snowmelt we've had. And given how muddy things are today, that could be a good chance. the spectacular Tinker Falls. Some of these trees must be old because they are thick and tall. Like this one here. Heading southbound on the Onondaga Trail. We are a bit past Tinker Falls now. And if you remember, I said earlier in my video, the goal here was to reach the second car, which is my car. And this way we don't have to backtrack, so we're heading that way. Getting some good mileage, got about 5.5 miles already. Got some gorgeous conifers, which I haven't seen in a while, since before Spruce Pond. So the day is definitely warming up. I think I'm gonna take my jacket off. So this is a nice part of the trail because it's flat, but you also get some ridge views to the west. And we got mud too for people who like mud. I don't.
Embrace it.
Yeah, embrace the mud. That's becoming the theme of this hike. Speaking of, more. Ooh, all right, we made it to the last leg of this day hike, still on the Onondaga Trail. This is a gorgeous section, mainly because it now follows Hemlock Brook, and the water's running nicely, as you saw at Tinker Falls. So we're going to be passing by the very, very popular Hemlock Glen lean-to in less than a mile from here. Here is Hemlock Brook. Lovely spot. Let's take a look. Yeah. That water must be cold. And that's it. We have finished it. Now, just shy of 8 miles.